Okay, welcome back. Now we will continue with 1.3 for univariate statistics, which is measuring central tendency and dispersion, which is, in other words, your mean and your standard deviation using summary statistics. And then the effects of transformation on MCT and MOD, that is in our next class. So let's look at summary statistics now. So your learning outcome for today, you must know how to recognize the summary statistics. You must know what those symbols mean. You must know how to calculate the mean and standard deviation using summary statistics. You must know how to combine two separate sets of data. Okay? So let's start. I'll show you, go to the manual first. So this is the manual. These are your learning outcomes that we're going to cover today. The first all the way to the fifth. Okay. So they will give you, I will use your manual as well so it'll be more relevant to you. There are three items given to you. N, what is N? Number of data. What is sigma X? This is summation of X, or in other words, we call it sigma X. So from now on, when you hear the term sigma X, I'm talking about the summation of X. What is the summation of X? The total of X. That means I take all the values, I add up. That is the summation of X. Where do I use this? I use this to calculate my mean. This is sigma X squared. That means you take each one value and you square it. Okay, this is from your standard deviation formula. You should know what it means by now. That's your standard deviation formula there. So you will use it for that. So don't worry, formulas are given. Going back to this notation, this is your standard deviation. A lot of students, they will be looking at it over and over. But when they see it out of nowhere, they go, oh, I've never learned it. This is the notation for your standard deviation. If there's a square there, that will be your variance. Important, important, important. You must transfer all your values in 4 decimal places, because here there'll be a lot of working. It'll be very tedious, very, very tedious. A lot of working here, a lot of things to transfer. You don't transfer in 4DP, your final answer will be wrong. All your hard work down the drain. Okay? So MCT and MOD using summary statistics for combined score. We are going to follow these 3 steps and just follow how I'm teaching you. You will never go wrong. So for each set, first of all, you need to find your N, which is the number of data, your sigma X, which is the summation of X, and your sigma X squared. Okay, if we are combining 2 sets of data, then we will find the total N. That means from data set A and data set B, what's the total N? Why do you see NC there? The combined number. Sigma X with the C, it is the total sigma X. That means I get the sigma X for the first data set, I get the sigma X for the second data set, I add it up. That's why you see a C there, sigma X. C, sigma X combined. Same goes to the sigma X squared. Then only we will find the mean and standard deviation. So when you want to combine scores, your first step, you need to find this. Once you find this, you combine both the sets, then only we can do it. I will teach you an easy method to do it. I just want you to follow that. Okay? Now, I want you to look at this formula. This formula is very important. What is this? This is to calculate mean, right? Mean is equal to sigma X over N. What is sigma X? Mean times N. I am just moving this formula around, meaning I'm showing you how to find sigma X. How to find sigma X? It's from this formula that you've been using from semester 2. It is mean times N. What is this formula? This is your variance formula, basically your standard deviation. I put a square here, so I remove the square root. You understand? That is why there is no square root there. Because I square this, that means I'm finding variance. There is no square root. So you move things around. How to find sigma X squared? Standard deviation square or variance square plus mean square, the whole thing times with N. Please pause this video at this point and digest these formulas. I don't want you to memorize, but I need you to know it. Because when you are doing summary statistics later, you will be very thankful that you are knowing this. It will be much shorter. So how to find sigma X? It should come to your mind straight away. Mean times N. How to find sigma X squared? Standard deviation square, which other words variance, plus mean squared, bracket it, the whole thing times with N. Just put in your calculator one shot. Use the brackets. You will never go wrong. Okay, part 7, I have a separate video for this altogether, which I'll share with you. Okay, so I won't do this in this video. I don't want to confuse you. So let's start with example 1. So example 1, what's going on? First of all, let me show you. Sigma x, you know already. What's that 20 there? That 20 means the n, the total number of data. That means from data set number 1 to 20, the summation is 88. That means the total value of the data is 88. Same goes to the sigma x squared. From first data to the 20th data, it is 420. Okay, find the mean and standard deviation for set X. So no problem. This one we are well versed. Come. How to do? Your formula is given to you already. So just use the formula, put the right values in the right places. You are sorted. 88 divide 20, 4.4. Standard deviation, this is sigma x squared, right? Just put in the right place. 420 divide n, which is 20 minus my... In this case, your mean is in one decimal place. But if your mean is in so many decimal place, you put it in as 4 dp. Always transfer your values in 4 dp. As you are doing it, if you're not listening to my instructions, you will realize that you're going to get a lot of things wrong. Okay? And if you can, skip this step. Just plug this whole thing in the calculator and give me the final answer. Are we good there? Okay, so that's the first part of it, example 1. Example 2, now you need to combine your statistics. Okay, so now you got set X, you got set Y. So what did I tell you? You need to combine your summary statistics. If I want to find the combined mean, I have to take sigma X plus sigma Y. You understand? Which I have the working right here. Just give me a minute, yeah? All right, so we are going back to this step that I showed you in advance. I showed you earlier. First of all, each set you must find the sigma x, then we combine it. Then we use the combined values to find the mean and standard deviation. So usually, I like to tell my students, you don't need to draw a table. No need to draw a table, no need to put lines. But put it in order, like this. X, Y, and sigma x squared. Always put it in that order because it will be organized. It'll be very easy for you to do your work. So X, my N is 20. Do you see that? And Y, my N is 15. My sigma X is 88. My sigma Y is 53. My sigma X squared is 420. My sigma Y squared is 375. So you find now the total values. The total of N, that means when I combine both the set, my total number of data is 35. When I combine both the set, the total value is 141. The total sigma x squared is 795. Now you have these values, you have formulas, you just plug it in, all right? So mean equals to sigma x, which is 141 over 35. You will get this value in 4 decimal places. Standard deviation, sigma x squared over n minus mean squared. So sigma x squared is 795, divide 35, minus your mean in 4 dp squared, you will get 2.5465. Are we okay? Take your time and digest. I want to see that table all the time. Please, if you follow, I know some of you are lazy, you think that you can do it faster. But as you go along, this table will ensure that you don't go wrong. Understand? Okay, so example 3 now. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so now what you want to find is the combined mean, right? So if you want to find the combined mean, how to find? You need to find the sigma x. You need to combine the summation of x. How to find the summation of x? Mean times n. I did this with you earlier. Mean times n. Understand? So mean times n, you put the value here. Mean times n, you put the value here. You put all the 3 values and you total up your sigma x. You total up your sigma x. All right? Okay? But then you find the total, divide 43, you will get this. No need to change to decimal places. Straight away take 56 times 20, put the value. 72 times 8, put the value. 70 to find your sigma x. All right? Example 4, I'm not going to go through it yet because I have a separate video for this. This is combining 2 sets with corrections. I will do it later. I don't want you to be confused. Okay, 1.3 should be pretty straightforward, isn't it? This is data 1 to data 18. I already explained to you how to find mean. 66 divide 18. So I have the working here for you. 66 divide 18, that is your mean. Why do I leave my mean in 4dp first? Because later, when you calculate standard deviation, you must transfer in 4dp. Although the question said answer in 2 decimal place, always leave it in 4, then you change. Because when you want to find standard deviation, you must transfer all your values in 4 decimal places. Is that clear? Okay, so then how to find standard deviation? All formulas are given to you already. All formulas are given. So what you need to do? Just plug in the right values into the right places. Alright, so now for sigma x squared, just put it into the formula. 310 over 18 minus your mean in 4dp squared. Plug everything into the calculator and put it down in 2dp. Same goes to the next 2 examples. Not too bad, quite easy. They gave you, that means here your n is 8. Sigma x is 25, sigma x squared is 87. So 25 divide 8 is your mean, 3.125. And your standard deviation will be 87 divide 8 minus 3.125 squared. Square root the whole thing. If you can, try to put everything into your calculator one shot. Okay? Put your mean as a 4dp and put everything in your calculator one shot. You will never go wrong. Next one, quite simple. What's your mean? 500 divide 100. That's your n, isn't it? Standard deviation, plug it into the formula and find. No problems. Okay, let's look at the next part. D. This is a bit different. They have given you standard deviation and they have given you sigma x squared. Now they want you to find mean. No problem. Use your standard deviation formula. So your standard deviation formula originally got square root, right? So we square the standard deviation, make it variance, take out the square root. Why we take out the square root? So when you move things around, it's easier for you. Understand? Okay, so it's easier for you. So now what is mean squared? Equal to sigma x squared over n minus standard deviation square. You want mean, you square root, you will get it. So now just plug all the values into the formula and you will be sorted. Are we okay? So sigma x squared is 2474. Divide 8 minus 2.01 squared. All okay there? Can? No problem, right? Okay, so take your time to digest slowly. This is not going to magically appear to you. It will look difficult. Actually, it's not. I want you to follow the way I'm teaching you to do it. Okay? Okay, let's look at number 2. For a set of data frequency with some summary statistics given, find the mean and standard deviation. A lot of students, when they look at the question, they go, oh, I only learned sigma x. I learned n. I learned sigma x squared. What is f? I don't know. Same thing. What is f? Frequency. So sigma f is the same as sigma n. It's the same thing. Understand? It's the same notation. What is this? Sigma x and sigma fx is the same thing. Don't worry, it's the same thing. This is sigma x squared. Same thing. Understand? It's just that this is for group data with or without intervals. So we are going to use the same method taught you before. So now they've given you n, they've given you sigma x, they've given you sigma x squared. You need to find the mean and standard deviation. This should be a no problem. Why? Formulas are given. How to find mean? 5803 divide 700. How to find standard deviation? Apply the formula and get it done. Same goes to all 3. So these are the answers. They ask for 2dp, that's why you put it in 2dp. Pause the video, calculate the answers, play, then only you move on. This is direct, this is really direct, it's from your formula. So this is from semester 2 work. The only difference is, I'm giving you summary statistics, you put it into your mean and standard deviation formula and calculate for me. Understand? Moving forward to question 3a. This is the formula I want you to put in your mind. This is the formula I was going through just now. How to find sigma x, how to find sigma x squared. It will be very, very useful now. Understand? Right now. So sample A and B have different means and standard deviation. We're going to find combine. How to find combine mean? First of all, I need to find the sigma x and sigma x squared. How to find sigma x? Taught you this before. Mean times n. So what I want you to do is take the mean times n. I have the working here, so I'll use this. So there, sigma n x, okay, is mean times n. So 61.2 times 23, you get this value. How to find sigma x for the bottom part? 59.1 times 29. You get 1713.9. How to find sigma x squared? Taught you already. Standard deviation square plus mean square, the whole thing times n. So in other words, this square plus this square, the whole thing times this. You will get this value. Always put it in 4 decimal places. I'm repeating this again and again because students constantly get this wrong. I don't know why. Now how to find this? This square plus this square, the whole thing times with this. Just put in your calculator, use brackets. You will get your answer just like that, easy. Okay, then you get this. Always add this extra column. What is that? Sorry, extra row. What is the extra row for? Your combined value. So your new n is 52. Your new sigma x is 3121.5. Your new sigma x squared is this value. So why I ask you, you don't need to draw lines. Just put it in order like that. Why I ask for this? You don't need to show all this working. Once you get the hang of it, just plug in your calculators. It will just come to you. It will be easy. It looks difficult now, but you just learn the way I'm teaching you. Find sigma x squared. Put the new row down there. You combine both of it, find your new mean and standard deviation. Follow these steps, okay? So how to find your mean? This divide this. Can you see that? Put it in 4dp, then round off. How to find standard deviation? This, divide this, minus mean squared, whole thing square root. That's your answer. I really hope you can manage this, okay? So all 3 examples are similar. Okay, I want you to, all the working are here. Pause this. When you're doing this, pause. Okay, pause. Please use the same method that I've taught you and carry on with it, okay? Same goes to the 4th part, which is this one, C, all right? So, sorry, this one. So pause it. Pause, do it, check your answer, and then you move on, okay? Because all the answers are there. Whatever that you're supposed to fill in the table here is already here. Make sure you get the same answers, okay? Any issues, just reach out. I will personally help you out, all right? Now we are left with the last 2 questions, which is question 4 and question 5. All right. There are 2 English classes at a high school. In the final examination, the score for class A had a mean and a variance of this. So whenever you see a variance, if you want, you can change it to standard deviation. No problem. Okay. And 51 and had a variance of this. Okay, given that there were 29 scores in A and 21, so they are giving you the N. So whenever you have something, pooled means combined scores, all right? When you have a question like this, I would really like, I know a lot of students, some students, they say, no, I don't need, I can do my own way. Up to you. But I would always prefer students to put it like this, the way I've been teaching you. Okay, you want to put your N first, mean, standard, up to you. Like this is N first, mean, and SD. Like here, it is mean. Because they gave variance, so I left it as variance. You want, you can change it to SD, no problem. Okay, and then your N. So basically, you will only have this information given to you. When you read the question, right, you only have this information. Now, this is the part we need to find. No need to draw lines. Just put it in order. I'm fine. Okay, I like this because you don't need to show a lot of working. Now, how to find sigma x? Mean times n, 49 times 29, put it here. How to find this sigma? 51 times 21, put it here. Then what I told you, find the combine. Done. Sigma x is done. Basically, your mean is done. How to find sigma x squared? Since this is already variance, right? You don't need to square again. Please don't go and square it again. You're going to get a wrong answer. It's already variance. This plus this, the whole thing times n, put it here. This plus this squared, the whole thing times n, put it here. Totally, find your standard deviation. That's it. That's it. A lot of students find combining statistics extremely difficult. Actually, it's not. It's not. If you can follow the way I'm teaching you, you just follow the use the tables with the table method, no problem. And then remember these formulas. These formulas are a lifesaver. If not, you're going to be doing one by one. By the time you get the answer, everything is going to be wrong. All right? So follow this way. You will never go wrong. You will enjoy doing it, in fact, because your work will be very neat. All the table will be there, just this working. There are students, I have some of my students, previous students, who don't even actually need to show all this anymore because they plug in the calculator one shot. They just show up to this table here. They don't even draw lines. They just put it in order like that. How to find mean? 2492 divide 50. They straight away plug in a calculator and give me the answer. How to find standard deviation? They know already. Is this, divide this, minus my mean square root answer. They give me the answer. I'm fine. You don't need to show me all the other working. No problem. Okay, once you get the hang of it, you can do it. Question 5. Okay, question 5 is similar to what we've been doing, but it's the one with basically, yeah, you're going to pull it. So same thing, this 2 sets of data. So same story here. You're going to plug it into a table like this. Plug it into a table like this. Find your mean and find your SD. All right. So I don't need to explain much. It's the same thing. You're doing the same thing again. It's just that it might take a little time at the beginning, but eventually, trust me, you will get the hang of it. You will enjoy doing it if you follow this method. But of course, if you have your own ways, you don't want to draw the table, you think you can manage without it, you just want to write sigma x squared, I am fine. All right. Okay, so today we will stop at 1.3 up to question 5. So our lesson today shouldn't take you more than 1 hour, 20 minutes or so. All right, so I'm taking semester 3 slowly. We are doing learning outcome by learning outcome. All right, so if you need any other extra help, anything else, just reach out to me. All right. Okay, I'll see you in the next class.